to Gail's Garden Herbs and More. Okay, now, last year I had regular small garlic, one that broke at the top. Actually, I guess it was year before last. And, well, kind of, I don't know how you'd say it. Anyway, I didn't get it. So I came out to plant my elephant garlic, and I had noticed there was little green coming up. And I knew it had developed into a whole head of garlic. I didn't know what it was going to do. I figured it'd be all grown together and no good. So when I was planting my elephant garlic, I said, well, I'll dig it up and see what it's doing. And it was actually a clump of individual little garlics. So these right here are from all the little individual garlic cloves that was in that one clump that had broke off that I just left it. And now I've got 2 onions, yellow onions. They're organic, and they started sprouting in the house. I just buried this one. It's a whole onion, but look, it almost looks like it's going to have several individuals out of one onion. I don't know if it'll do like the garlic or not. And I've got another one. I just dug a little hole. It's just starting to sprout. This one has sprouted quite a ways. I just planted it. And I'm going to plant that one. I got to remember, in this corner, these 2 may be clumps, and I may not get any onions till next year. And I may not be here the whole time. It's a long story. I think I'm going to be in and out. I think I'm going to have a trailer I'm going to be living in and then come down here and take care of this place part of the time. Long story, I'm not going to get into it. But anyway, we'll see what works out. I'll still hopefully have my beds here to work in somewhat. Cool weather crops will be good because I should be here in the winters, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so I'm going to bury that onion. And I'm going to see if it will grow several little clumps that I can separate like the garlic did. I mean, that was really cool. Okay, now, this fall, I went to look for some onion sets, and everything was sold out. But I bought some green onions, and I cut them back and planted them, and they've grown way out. So, I don't know. It's probably too early to try, but I'm going to dig one of these up and see what happens. So, let's see. This one's got some serious green. This one does too. This one's not as big. It's in the middle. I would like to cut it out and give more room for the other 2, but it's not quite as big. So, and it's got 2 groups growing out of it. Looks like it may just be one bulb. This one's got pretty big green stuff. I'm going to dig it up, and I'll let you see here in just a second. Well, I guess once a green onion, always a green onion, or I didn't wait long enough for it to bulb. But I can clean that up, and I'll have one heck of a nice big green onion. Anybody know if regular green onions they should bulb? I don't know, maybe they're made specifically not to bulb, just to shoot to the top, because boy, did I ever get some nice green shoots, and I cut these all back when I planted them, except for one little tiny sprout. So, if anybody knows anything about it, let me know. But this is a nice big onion, almost like a leek. Not quite, but because it is a green onion and not a leek, but it's good size. Anyway, that's my little experiment with that. I did want to show you something else. Okay, I can't wait. I'm just planting again. I marked some of those, but the one on the end down here was going to mark it later and got sidetracked and never came back. So I don't know what it is in this row here, but I got something coming up there. I think, I am not positive, but I think it might be Malabar spinach. I've never grown before, so I was anxious to get started. My little kales over there is doing good, and that's a German chamomile there. I take them, they're in the sun right now, but I take them and put them up here on my rack and drop the cover on them at night so they don't freeze. Now, here I did just plant a whole tray of Malabar spinach. I also, that's some of my stinging nettle over there. I've been eating on that, cutting it back, and it keeps growing up, but it's young and tender. Here I have a blueberry that was already sprouted at the store. It was really cheap, so I got it, and I cover up with a little cloche, I think you call them, at night. I'm trying to keep it alive. That's my green onion I just showed you. And I bought some pansies, because pansies are so good to eat. The flowers, and you can do all kinds of stuff, and they're pretty at the same time. So I've got those planted. If one of you lived around me somewhere close, I'd give you that. And I don't know. It's some sort of a sage. It feels, the texture's just like regular sage. I cook with it like regular sage because I can't get regular sage to grow. Almost has a slight citrusy smell or something, but really it ends up just, when you dry it out, it tastes just like regular sage. But the bugs don't eat it. That's a small little plant. I've got that huge one over there by the onions. You may have seen it on the left-hand side. I don't want to just let it die because it's one branch broke off. I planted at the bottom. I don't know if it'll come back up, but I wished I knew someone that would like that plant because I really don't need it. Yeah, so just a couple things I wanted to show you. Also, isn't that pretty? Just look at that pretty pansy there. This phone, there we go. Now maybe you can kind of see how pretty that is. I love the colors on that. Never seen one quite like it. Wanted to tell y'all, remind you, if you want to be in my contest, look up my video to get more details on the contest giveaway. I'm 202, I think, now. When I get to 250, I've got some cute little packages, or nice little packages, that I'm going to be putting tea blends in, and I'm going to send that along with a little booklet about tea with a couple of my recipes. And so if you're interested, when I get to 200, just leave me a comment so I can put you in the drawing. And please share me on any of your social media, my Dale's Garden Herbs and More. And anyway, I will give me a thumbs up on this one if you like it. If you don't like it, that's okay. And I will see you all later.